my special guest who brings us Campanelli. We're talking about the set of 3 professional point and spray stain removers by Campanelli. Over 1.7 million cans have sold. In fact, up until just this year, we started offering this to you on auto delivery because people are using this, they're loving it, they're needing more, they're coming back. You can get the set of 3 home right now for $27.98 or 3 easy payments of $9.33. And you can also bring it home on auto delivery and lock in that price for every 90 days for 1 year. Whether that stain be new or old, we lean on the point and spray to take care of the job. And I'd like to show you my co-host for Cleaning Hacks with Steve. It's Chris Campanelli. It's good to see you, my dear friend.
Am I the only one in studio again?
Always. Always. I mean, we should just be doing this show together, you and I. We just fill it in with Campanelli.
Watch it.
Oh,
Watch what you're doing
okay.
there.
All right. We'll see what happens.
But yes, so speaking of longevity, this is the very first product we brought to QVC 22 years ago.
Oh, my gosh.
And I don't care who you are, you don't last 22 seconds on QVC unless the product works.
Right.
Shows you the fact that you can actually change the way you're cleaning. And people have come back for it over and over and over again. That's what I love about it. So
definitely.
Let me show you why we created this. First, we'll start with a demonstration, and then I'll tell you exactly what we did. Well, standing up, what we did is we changed the formulation and changed the delivery system of stain removers, right? Because standing up, we're going to shoot from the hip to get rid of these stains. Ordinarily, what would I have to be doing, Steve?
Oh, you'd be on your hands and knees, like putting all the elbow grease in there.
Hands and knees, with the scrub brush and the towel, blotting, rubbing, hoping that it works, filled with soaps. The smells still stay there. Ours is very different. We have a foaming agent that lifts and separates the stain from the carpet fiber, falls to the bottom, and forms a crystal. Then when it dries, you suck up the residue. It is that easy. I also say that we have a natural odor eliminator in here that makes your pet less likely to go back and mark the same spot.
Amazing.
And then what I love about this is it gives you the power to get the product to the problem. Because my dad had a bad back.
Right.
He could not physically get on his hands and knees at 83 years old to get rid of stains. But you know what? Dad would spill a little red wine every once in a while because life happens, stains happen. But if the only alternative is to get something like this and like this, you're in trouble.
Absolutely.
That's the whole idea.
Basically what's happening is this is not removing, it's sort of masking, which is definitely not the move at all.
Yeah.
I called Chris one time and I was like, hey, I just used the point and spray on a giant iced coffee I spilled on my white rug. I immediately went to panic and then I was like, oh wait, I have a point and spray underneath the sink.
Right.
And it just, whoop, right there, right gone. Barry had no idea where the stain was.
And how long ago was that?
Oh, 2 years ago?
2 years ago. Has the stain come back?
No.
Can you smell the smell?
Not a thing.
Gone.
The best.
That is the testimony. This is why I love this product. Every host, every time that we're on the air, always has a story about this particular product. I don't care if you're a new host or an old host. It's always around coffee or saving this or saving that, or I saved the apartment. I was on with Jane Tracy a couple days ago. So her daughter's moving out of her apartment. Same thing. Save the security deposit because she used a product like this.
Genius.
Justin Sachoka said the same thing. I moved out of my apartment and you saved my security deposit.
Oh my gosh, that is fantastic.
Yeah.
I mean, that alone is definitely worth getting, but you're getting 3 of them for $27.98 or 3 easy payments of $9.33. Each of these end up costing you less than $10, and it's available on auto delivery, so you can lock in that price and bring it home every 90 days for 1 year. Permanent marker.
Blue permanent marker
kids,
on this.
all the time.
But not even just kids, right? Just clumsy stuff. We're trying to show you what's so different about our product versus this product. So this might be the product that you see at the store, right? You have to spray it on here, then you have to go and get the scrub brush, right? You're doing all the scrubbing, and then you have to go and you have to blot it and do all that business. Like a little bit comes up, but it leaves you frustrated because look, the stain is still there and you're mashing it into the carpet. You're changing the texture of the carpet. This is very different. Again, the formulation is what's changed here. So rather than using a bunch of soaps, you see, Steve, how this is being lifted out of the carpet. And then even if I stop, there's like a line of demarcation where the product hits versus where the product isn't. But it's falling to the bottom, forming a crystal, and then when it dries, you suck up the residue. It's that easy. Now we'll go over where the other guy didn't work. This is going to be a little bit more foamy because we're trying to cut through those soaps. But the same principle here is that the foaming agent is lifting and separating the stain from the carpet fiber, falling to the bottom, and then once it dries, you suck up the residue. It's that easy, it's that simple, it's that fast.
So it's crystallizing the mess.
Yes.
It falls down, and then you just vacuum it right on up. But like, even if you're entertaining, everyone's at the house, you don't have to worry about vacuuming it immediately because it's just going to simply
you got to let it dry
down to the bottom.
Thing. Yes. So we do have an animation that does show that. So maybe later in the presentation we can pull that up. But what's happening is that if a piece of carpet is a one fiber like this, when the stain hits it or the stain remover hits it, it falls up. Thank you very much for pulling that up.
Perfect.
This is the foaming agent. You see what happens is when the carpet stands up, the foam is lifting, separating, bringing it down to the bottom, drying to a crystal, and then again, regular vacuuming. You don't have to make a special trip. You're going to suck up the residue. You have a coffee story on a rug.
Yes.
I have a coffee story on a white hoodie.
Oh, gosh.
I don't wear white very often.
No.
They call me mozzarella cheese. That's how pale I am. But I don't wear white very often. But when I do, sure enough, something's going to get on it.
Definitely.
So I, like you, spilled a whole coffee on my white hoodie. Stella, my wife, said, hey, you didn't ruin the hoodie, just go upstairs and pre-treat it with the stain remover. I said,
love it.
That's a great idea.
Okay.
Same thing. So if you have any laundry, right? Talk about getting this greasy, waxy lipstick cutting right through it. You can see the aerosol is going to punch through that mess.
Oh my gosh.
But what I want to show you is that just let it do its job. Let it sit there, spray the problem that's there, let it sit there, put it in the wash, and then when you come back, you put it in the wash machine, let the cycle do its thing, the stain will release, and that's there's the before.
That's
there's the
awesome.
After. Isn't that cool?
Yes, I love
Greasy,
that.
waxy lipstick with all that pigment in there. Remove it.
That is a game changer. Getting 3 of these bottles, 3 of them, $27.98. If there's a stain in your rug or your carpet that just drives you nuts, that you just sort of move things on top of it so you don't see it, this is the move for you right here. It is absolutely fantastic. Literally, all of us hosts have this, and we swear by it.
Yes. I mean, listen, if you have a pet, this should be a requirement for you to have this, right? We have 3 rescue dogs at home. One of them is a puppy, 2 of them are senior dogs. So we do get our share of messes and accidents in the house. But this product will save the day. I promise you, it's so much better than getting something like this and trying to get on your hands and knees and rubbing and scrubbing, and then the stain comes back and it leaves you frustrated. I'm telling you, if you don't have this, just go check underneath your sink how many stain removers that you have and you don't want to throw away because they didn't work.
Totally.
That's usually what happens.
Yeah, this is so good.
So standing 6 feet away, Steve, this is like a carnival game.
Look at the giant ruler.
The giant ruler, 6 feet away, but this isn't, it's just an exaggeration showing you that we have red marker on that white carpet down there.
Right.
But the whole idea is that it's the product and the delivery system that's doing the work for you, right?
Love it.
To your point, if you have a party and your friends come over and they spill maybe a glass of wine, don't panic. You let the party continue. Just go, grab the stain remover, spray it, let it dry, suck up the residue, and then that is it. The stain will be gone for good.
For sure. And listen, if you're having a party and somebody spills, that means you're having a great party.
That's right.
Let's be honest.
Let's be honest.
But you don't want to make that person feel bad. You don't want to bring out the giant vacuum hoping that it might come up.
You're gonna ruin the party.
And you don't want to ruin the night yourself. Exactly. So this is exactly what you reach for and say, oh, don't worry about it. I got this amazing product from QVC. Check this out.
Fine.
This is it. It's red wine. It's cherry popsicle season. Let's be honest. These things are getting all over the place. Point and spray to the rescue. $27.98 or 3 easy payments of $9.33 brings home all 3 of them, and it's available in auto delivery for every 90 days for 1 year. So, we're seeing the point and spray on the white polo, the neutral colored carpet. What if I've got a multicolored situation here?
Well, this is what I'm showing you here, is we're showing you the multicolored carpet to show you that we're not using bleach or harsh solvents that are gonna change the color of your carpeting.
Right.
We're just having, and again, I keep saying this all the time, it's a foaming agent, but it's the change of the product itself and the delivery system. So rather than giving you a product that's filled with soaps, that's gonna leave a sticky residue and have those stains come back, and you have to get on your hands and knees to try to rub and scrub.
Right.
Sorry, everybody, somebody's calling me.
It's
Definitely not her. But the whole idea is that you want to make sure that you get rid of the stain, let it go, and look, we're not changing the color of the carpet. It's just the product and the delivery system that is absolutely doing the job for you.
Oh, so good.
And then when you're done, you move about your day, and the day is gone.
So let me ask you, where should we not spray point and spray?
That's a very good question. So if you have a wool area rug, because a lot of times those rugs are hand dyed.
Exactly.
Right? If you do have a wool rug, I know some Crystal Palace rug, or what's the big rug that we sell here?
Norsun?
Yes, Norson rugs, some of those can be hand-dyed, but make sure you do some color testing or something like that. Otherwise, don't use it on velvet too, because velvet can't get wet.
Sure.
Right? So you don't want to use it on wool or velvet.
Gotcha. Do I see a car mat before us here?
Yes, a car mat.
Yes.
So our family drives all around the country doing our kids' sport, and the whole idea is that we're in the car, but life is going to happen, right? Look at these lines of demarcation, because this aerosol comes out at such a fine point that we're just cutting right through this. And the whole idea is, like, if you spill coffee in the car, if you get a little ketchup or mustard or something like that on the seats or the car mat, don't worry about it. Don't let it ruin your day. But the whole idea is you want to make sure that you have a product that's going to get it out, because, again, you know, you're living life in the car and you don't want to have to. That's the last thing you want to worry about is, oh, no, I spilled coffee all over my car seat and it's got, you know, like milk or cream or something like that in there. You want to make sure, look at that. That's
precision. That is fantastic.
Done.
You bring up a really great point. My dear friends Leslie and Justin have a little baby, and whenever they go on a little road trip, baby gets sick. It just happens.
It happens.
That don't smell good.
That don't smell good.
And you need to get it up and out immediately.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that does not smell good. I can contest to that because I have 2 children who have both done that.
Yes, exactly.
In the car. But
all right.
You know, ordinarily you want to make sure that you have a product that does the job.
Right.
Right? Because to your point, you spilled coffee on your white rug 2 years ago. You don't see the stain and you don't smell what was there before.
No, definitely.
That to me is testimonial enough.
Absolutely.
That shows that the product does work and the odor eliminator gets rid of all that stuff.
Yeah, it's so true. 3 of these cans, you're looking at $27.98. 3 easy pays of $9.33. Available in auto delivery every 90 days for 1 year. This is fantastic. With over 200 orders placed in the show, this is a must-have for everyone's home.
Yes.
All right.
This is
my favorite part of this presentation.
Now, again, I want to preface this. First of all, I am the only one in the studio with Steve, so I do care enough about him.
Yes.
I also gave him less stains for the competition.
Oh, very good. You've got 5.
I have 5. Great. Steve has 4, but I'm still going to beat him. You ready?
All right, here we go.
1,
ready?
2, 3, go. So again, the foaming agent lifts and separates the stain from the carpet fiber, forming a crystal falling to the bottom, right? What happens is that dries, forms a crystal, you suck it up with your regular vacuuming. It is that easy. Steve, you're getting fast.
I know.
You're getting really fast because the only thing you're concentrating on is beating me, and you did.
Yes.
Is there something right there?
No, there's nothing there. There's nothing there. First time, fantastic. You did have 5 though.
I had 5. I give myself a crutch on.
This is so great. Actually, I'm so glad you did this. This is the first time I've seen this done before.
That's
this
neat.
is awesome. That is that precision. That is so perfect. And that is testament for even just the teeny tiniest little spots that just might have splashed on your rug and you're like, dang it. Well, now, not to stress, not to worry.
And I will tell you what I love about you showing that, right? Jane asked me this the last time we were on the air with it. She said, can I use this to like pre-treat stains maybe before I clean the larger area? So if you're gonna use your Bissell machine that you might already have,
right.
Here's what you do. Go around before you use that machine and all of those big high traffic areas or those tough spots that you can't get out with the Bissell, boom, 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 shoot those. Let that soak in and then bring your Bissell over it and you'll see that's gonna work much, much better.
That is so smart, so true. And I mean, that's just it. Like, let's face it, the last thing we wanna do is go into like a panic mode when something spills, not to worry. I mean, this is so smart, especially, listen, it's not like, you know, if the stain happens or if the spill happens, it's
life
when.
is gonna happen.
It's gonna happen.
Life is going to happen, yeah. And again, ordinarily I would say, we're a very clean family. We have 3 dogs, 2 kids under the age of 18 and a big clumsy husband.
Kids. Yeah.
We are not a clean family. I mean, because life does happen. You want to live life. You don't want to worry about living in a museum, this, that, and the other.
No.
So if you do drop that, you know, hot dog on the carpet and some mustard gets on there, no problem. If the dog has an accident, no problem. Don't blame the dog. Just grab something like this and let it go. That's it.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's exactly what I did when I spilled a giant iced coffee. I was like, oh no, it's white. But I didn't panic at all because I had my point and spray. I love this because this has been every single one of us multiple times, right?
Yeah, listen, you got permanent marker on the brown carpet to show you that we had to get on our hands and knees, we had to use this, then we had to grab the scrub brush, then we had to blot. Now look, to be fair, some of it, yes, is coming up. But it leaves you frustrated because the stain is still there and you're mashing it into the carpet, right? So ours is very different. Unlike any other stain remover that I know of, you stand up, you shoot from the hip, and the foaming agent is doing all of the work for you. So it's the formula, rather than using a product that's filled with soaps, we're using it filled with our crystal foaming action. And then to be fair, we'll go over the one with soaps. You can see, again, it is a little bit more soapy because we're trying to cut through all of that foam that other one left behind. That is what happens. See that? There is nothing there because the stain remover is doing the work for you.
So
what is happening? Standing up, shooting from the hip with this aerosol delivery system, the crystalline agent or you shoot and spray the stain remover, the foaming agent